Trial version. 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 Trial version.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
Okay.
Trial
So
version.
today we'll start with your the properties of matter, that is your
Trial
elasticity.
version.
I'll do it, and then we'll do some sums from the SHM also.
Trial version.
But we'll start with
স্যার
elasticity.
অপটিক কবে করাবেন স্যার?
এটা
Trial
করিনি,
version.
কমপ্লিট করে নিন, একটু আছে, ঠিক আছে, ছোটখাটো একটু নেক্সট
Trial
ইয়ারে,
version.
আর তো 2-3 দিন বাকি আছে, ঠিক আছে,
Trial version.
করে দেবো, তোমার অফিস করে দেবো, বলেছি তোমাকে, জিস্ট আমি দিয়ে দেবো, কোনো চিন্তা নেই,
Trial
তুমি
version.
নিশ্চিন্ত থাকো। লাইডি আন্ডারস্টুড?
Yes, sir, the KVPI it is
Trial
there,
version.
no, that's all.
হ্যাঁ, that's why I'm telling you, don't worry, I'll do it optics before that only.
Trial version.
It will not take much time.
Sir,
Hmm.
sir, did you
Trial
send the
version.
marks?
No, I'll send it in your mail only.
Trial version.
I'll send it
Okay,
in
sir.
your mail only.
I didn't get it, so I was just asking you.
No,
Trial
I'll send
version.
it.
Trial version.
So today we'll finish up with your elasticity,
Trial
which is
version.
an important chapter.
Trial version.
The elasticity means like
Trial
you
version.
stretch a rubber string and then you release it. Automatically it returns back to its initial
Trial
condition.
version.
Isn't it? So elasticity means the property
Trial version.
by virtue of which a body regain
version.
its original condition
Trial
on
version.
withdrawal of the deforming force. So
Trial
what is
version.
elasticity, sir? The property by virtue of which
Trial
a
version.
body regain its original
Trial version.
condition on withdrawal of the deforming
Trial
force
version.
is called elasticity. Is
Trial
it
version.
clear? So the property by virtue of which a body regain its
Trial
original
version.
condition on withdrawal of the deforming force is called elasticity. Now there are certain
Trial
terms
version.
you have to remember it. One is called very common term, that is
Trial
stress.
version.
Stress, how it is
Trial
being
version.
measured? Restoring force per unit area of cross section.
Trial version.
Force by the area
Trial
of
version.
cross section.
Trial version.
So that means stress equals to F by A. It's Dyne
Trial
per
version.
centimeter square or Newton per meter square. Okay.
Trial version.
So
Trial version.
Suraya, see it, I have started just the chapter
Trial
elasticity.
version.
This is a general property of a matter, elasticity. So
Trial
স্যার এটা
version.
11 থেকেই তো
11 হ্যাঁ ম্যাম, elasticity, ঠিক আছে?
Trial version.
Sir, area of
elasticity,
what?
area of cross section.
Trial version.
So elasticity means the property by virtue of which
Trial version.
that
Trial version.
the properties by virtue of which a
Trial
body
version.
regain its original condition on withdrawal.
Trial version.
স্যার এক সেকেন্ড দাঁড়াবেন স্যার
ঠিক আছে।
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
The property by virtue of which a body regain its original condition on
Trial
withdrawal
version.
of the deforming force is called elasticity. Okay.
Trial version.
Now the first term is stress. Stress, how it is being measured? The restoring
Trial
force. That
version.
means the force that brings the body back to its initial condition. Restoring force per
Trial
unit
version.
area of cross section. So restoring force per unit area of cross section is
version.
the measure of stress. Then next term
স্যার
automatically
withdrawal
Trial
of
version.
on withdrawal of deforming force.
Trial version.
Okay. On
স্যার
withdrawal of the yes.
Trial
স্যার
version.
স্ট্রেসটা তো তাহলে প্রেসার হয়ে যাচ্ছে, তফাৎ কোথায় তাহলে?
হ্যাঁ, বেসিক্যালি দ্য ডাইমেনশন অফ প্রেসার।
Trial version.
ওটা ডিপেন্ড করবে কি ধরনের তোমার ইয়ে হবে, মানে
Trial
স্ট্রেসটা
version.
ভ্যারি করে যাবে, সেটা আমরা দেখবো একটু পরেই দেখবো, উইল সি।
আচ্ছা, pressure is not force by
Trial
area, it's
version.
normal force by area, not all
yes,
force. না,
thrust
by
actually,
area, thrust by
thrust per
area.
unit area,
Trial version.
normal force per unit area. Okay, so দেখবো কোন conditions it becomes a pressure
Trial
also, that
version.
also we'll see it. So stress first term, so restoring force per unit area of cross
Trial
section is
version.
the measure of stress. So another term automatically it comes strain.
Trial version.
Strain is measured by change in dimension per unit original
Trial version.
dimension. By
Trial version.
original dimension.
Trial version.
Okay.
Trial version.
Change in dimension means it might be length, might be area,
Trial
might
version.
be volume. So change in volume by original volume, or change in length by original
Trial
length.
version.
Okay. Or change in diameter by original diameter.
Trial
So
version.
that is called strain. So on the basis of what type of change is taking place, there will be different
Trial
types of
version.
strain. Okay. So what should be the unit of strain? No unit
Trial
basically,
version.
isn't it? So unit of strain, basically there is no unit
Trial
of
version.
strain.
The same quantity বলে
Same dimensional quantities.
Trial version.
Next, there is a law called Hooke's law. Very important. This is the main
Trial
law.
version.
Hooke, Hooke's law.
Trial version.
What Hooke's law says? It says within elastic limit.
Trial version.
Within elastic limit.
Trial version. Trial
Stress
version.
is directly proportional to strain.
Trial version.
So within elastic
Trial
limit,
version.
stress directly proportional to strain.
Trial version.
Is it okay?
Trial version. Trial version.
Any problem?
Trial
Within
version.
elastic limit, stress is directly proportional to
Trial
strain.
version. Trial
All of you
version.
got it?
Trial version.
Now, then stress by strain
Trial
from
version.
here, I can say stress by strain
Trial version.
equals to constant, and
Trial
this
version.
constant is called modulus of elasticity.
Trial version. Trial version.
So this constant is called modulus
Trial version.
of elasticity.
Trial version.
So stress by strain is constant, and this constant is called
Trial version.
modulus of elasticity.
Trial version.
Any
Trial
problem?
version. Trial version.
No doubt.
Trial
So basically
version.
modulus of elasticity is a dimension for stress. Now depending on
Trial
what
version.
type of strain you are undergoing, so the modulus of elasticity
version.
is being classified into three types. Okay, the modulus of
Trial
elasticity is being classified. Now if I draw this, you will be doing it in practical. So
Trial
stress
version.
is directly proportional. So stress versus strain graph will be a straight line. Basically the
Trial
stress
version.
versus strain graph. Okay, so the stress
Trial
versus
version.
strain graph will be your a straight line passing through what?
Trial version.
Origin actually. Is it clear? So stress by
Trial
strain,
version.
okay, will be a straight line and passing through origin.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Okay,
Trial version.
but what happens then? I told you within elastic limit means
Trial version.
you are stretching the wire, you release it, again it comes back. So stretching
Trial
the
version.
applying more force, then again release it comes, but it comes up to a certain
Trial
limit,
version.
that is called elastic, after which if you pull it, you stress it, then
Trial
what
version.
will happen up to suppose point A means up to point B. Now you
Trial
stretch it.
version.
Now on releasing it, then what will happen? Body will not come back through the
Trial
same way.
version.
It will come back, but there will be a permanent deformation. So that all of you have
Trial
experience
version.
in case of your rubber strings and all, isn't it?
Trial
What if there will be a
version.
permanent deformation, sir? Remember it. Okay,
Trial version.
that is called yield point. All right, that is called yield
Trial
point.
version.
স্যার এই জায়গাটা আরেকবার বলবেন?
Trial version.
একবার বোঝাবেন?
Trial version.
Okay, you are stretching it, means you are giving the stress,
Trial version.
means you are applying the force. On withdrawal,
Trial
the body
version.
comes back. Suppose 10 Newton per meter square force
Trial version.
stress you have given it. On releasing it, again body will come back, means strain becomes 0. Now you are
Trial
increasing the stress, suppose 15 Newton per meter square. Then strain
Trial
becomes
version.
suppose 5 centimeter, 20 meter per second square. Then strain becomes your 30
Trial version.
centimeter. Up to that, on withdrawal of the
Trial version.
deforming force, what will happen? The body will come back. Means there will be no strength anymore.
Trial
It will come
version.
back to its original condition. Now, after suppose that
Trial
if you extend the force after the limit slightly, then
Trial
what will happen?
version.
On withdrawal, you will find the body will come back, but you will see there will be a permanent
version.
deformation. Understood? The body will come back, but there will be a permanent
Trial
deformation.
version.
This point is called yield point, Y-I-E-L-D, or elastic limit.
Trial version.
Y-I-E-L-D means up to that the body is coming
Trial
back, but there is
version.
a permanent deformation. But after that also body you increasing it, then what will happen? The
Trial
body will
version.
become thinner and thinner, but body will become from elastic to it will become plastic.
Trial version.
And then up to a certain
Trial
stress,
version.
the body will break. That is called breaking point. okay, or
Trial
fracture
version.
point.
Trial version.
Got it? The behavior of any property,
Trial version.
and that is how the bridges are collapsed, because
Trial
it
version.
crosses the breaking stress. You put the load, but it has crossed the breaking
Trial
stress.
version.
What happens whenever you make a new bridge construction takes place? They put the load testing.
Trial version.
What happens? They see the elongation actually. After putting the load, they see the elongation. How
Trial
much
version.
elongation? Because on the basis of this property, later on in graduation, you learn it how the
Trial
bridges
version.
are being made, constructed. That is called cantilever system.
Trial version.
So like the Howrah Bridge.
Exactly.
Trial version.
How it is being balanced at the two ends, how we
Trial
calculate the
version.
load, how much maximum load it can take, how much
So what is
extension
version.
it.
Sir, what is the specialty of a cantilever bridge?
Trial version.
Cantilever bridge, the middle portion is your actually a little up, and
Trial
the
version.
two ends, it is entire bridge is supported by two ends actually.
Trial version.
Okay, sir.
The entire bridge will be supported at the two ends only.
Trial version.
Yes, sir.
Trial version.
Okay.
Trial version.
So nothing
Trial version.
should cross your, whatever load you put it should not cross your breaking stress value
Trial
actually.
version.
The day on which it will cross, it will break.
Trial version.
Now,
Trial
next
version.
one, we have a very common question.
Yes, sir.
Which one is
Trial version.
So গ্রাফে পয়েন্ট এটা ইল্ডিং পয়েন্ট বলে না বিটাকে?
বিটা
Trial
actually
version.
ওটার
আচ্ছা।
পরে ও প্লাস্টিক হয়ে যাবে।
এটা কি বলে এ পয়েন্টটা কি?
Trial version.
এটা ইলাস্টিক লিমিট।
আচ্ছা স্যার।
ওকে,
Trial version.
স্যার এই
এটা
পয়েন্টটা
হচ্ছে
কি
ইলাস্টিক yield, yield,
Trial
yield
version.
point. After that, if we give the
Trial
stress,
version.
then what will happen? Body will not come back at all. There will be permanent deformation.
Trial version.
Okay. Up to A, the body will exactly
version.
will come to its original shape. Then to B, body will
Trial
come back,
version.
but there will be a slight deformation. But after crossing the B,
Trial
body will not
version.
come back. It has turned from elastic to plastic, sir.
Trial
Plastic,
version.
that's why the term came the plastic. Plastic never regained its original condition at all.
Trial version.
Okay.
Trial version.
And then it will become, body will become thinner and thinner, and finally at the breaking stress,
Trial
the body
version.
will tear off. All right. So
Trial version.
this is actually the calculations. So slight deviation, slight
Trial
changes, it may cause a huge accident actually. These
Trial version.
constructions. So what we can do, depending on the
Trial
nature
version.
of the stress and strain, we classify the modulus
Trial
of
version.
elasticity into three types. So that we will see it first. So that
Trial
is,
version.
first one is your classification of modulus of elasticity.
Trial version.
Modulus of elasticity.
Trial version.
One is called Young's
Trial
modulus.
version. Trial version.
Young's modulus. Second one is
Trial
called
version.
volume or bulk
Trial version.
modulus. Third one is
Trial
called rigidity modulus.
Trial version.
Okay.
Trial version.
Y, volume or bulk modulus K, and modular to rigidity N.
Trial version. Trial
Now,
version.
Young's modulus means actually Y
Trial
means longitudinal stress by longitudinal strain.
Trial version.
Stress
Trial version.
by longitudinal strain.
Trial version. Trial version.
Longitudinal stress by longitudinal strain means
Trial
you
version.
have a wire. This you could have done it in practically in
Trial
normal
version.
condition. You could have find out. You have a wire. Then what you
Trial
do?
version.
You put a load over here. There is a scale pen generally over here.
Trial version.
Then what happens? A vernier scale is being fitted over here. Zero mark is over here.
Trial version.
After this, what you do? You using a meter ruler.
Trial
It is
version.
suspended from a ceiling actually. Okay, so you can measure the initial length,
Trial version.
capital L suppose. Now then what
Trial
happens? You
version.
put some load over here. There is a vernier scale is fitted over here. So as you
Trial
put
version.
some load, then you will see there is a reading in the vernier scale. Means you can calculate the elongation.
Trial version.
The wire has come like this.
Trial version.
Okay, because of the mg.
Trial
So
version.
what is my elongation? This is my elongation.
Trial version.
Delta L or
Trial
small
version.
l also in some book it is denoted. Okay.
Trial version.
So what is longitudinal stress? Force by the area of cross section.
Trial
Okay.
version.
So that means that is longitudinal stress what? Y Young's modulus what? F.
Trial
F
version.
means what? Mg by area of cross section means pi r
Trial
square.
version.
That's why it is not pressure sir every time.
Trial version.
Surojit understood?
স্যার আরেকবার বলবেন?
Trial version.
আমি বলছি যে longitudinal means along the length sir. So what is the along the length? What
Trial
stress?
version.
Stress means force by area. Force means what? Load. You put the load
Trial
by the
version.
area of cross section. Area of cross section. The wire is what type of shape? Cylindrical. So area of cross section is
Trial
the pi r
version.
square. So this is longitudinal stress. Is it okay?
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা হ্যাঁ
Trial
বুঝলাম।
version.
Understood?
হ্যাঁ
That's
স্যার।
why it is not pressure every time.
Trial
By
version.
longitudinal strain. Longitudinal strain means your change in dimension by
version.
original dimension. So what dimension is changing over here, sir?
Trial version.
The length is changing. Yes or no? The wire becomes longer and longer.
Trial
So
version.
delta L, that means delta L
Trial
or
version.
small l by capital L. So mg capital L by pi
Trial
r square
version.
into small l or delta L. Is it okay?
Trial version.
Yes, sir.
Understood?
Trial
So that
version.
means you can write it down why this is the most important expression.
Trial version.
Mg capital L by
Trial version.
pi r square into delta L.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
All of you got it? The next one we'll
Trial
see.
version.
Next one we'll see the volume
Trial version.
or bulk modulus. Sir. Volume or bulk modulus means
Trial version.
you have a 3D figure.
Trial version.
You had a 3D
Trial
figure.
version.
So as you have a 3D figure, suppose like
Trial
a
version.
ball, okay, and then what you are doing it, you are applying force,
Trial
sir.
version.
From all sides you are applying force.
Trial
So if
version.
you have a ball and from all sides you are applying force, like you have a ball, you are applying
Trial
force
version.
on all sides. So what changes is taking place over here?
Trial version.
So what changes is
Volume
taking place
change.
over there?
Volume change.
Volume change.
Trial
That
version.
means volume or bulk modulus means volume stress by volume strain.
Trial
Okay.
version.
So volume.
Trial version.
Volume. So volume or bulk modulus K equals to
Trial version.
volume stress
Trial version.
by
Trial
volume
version.
strain.
Trial version.
Now volume stress means now over the entire
Trial
volume you are
version.
applying the force. That means that becomes pressure, sir, or
Trial
delta
version.
P. By volume strain,
Trial version.
delta V by V.
Trial version. Trial
So that
version.
means delta P into
Trial
V
version.
স্যার
by delta V.
স্যার ডেল্টা পি
Trial
কেন
version.
হলো স্যার?
তুমি প্রেসারটা কতটা কোয়ান্টিটি দিচ্ছ সেটাকে আমরা বলছি
Trial
ডেল্টা
version.
পি।
আচ্ছা
You have
কিন্তু
a
এখানে
3D
তো
Trial
ফোর্স
figure.
version.
কাজে না।
Force by area.
ওকে।
Trial version.
Force by area. You are applying a pressure like this. Force. So force by
Trial
the
version.
area that give you what in 3D figure? Surface. Now on the
Trial
surface now it is
version.
acting now my force. Are you getting it?
Trial
How you
version.
are applying the force? You are applying the force on the surface to change the volume,
Trial
sir.
version.
Is it okay?
Trial
Yes,
version.
sir.
So that's why we are writing it. That means this case, Surojyoti understood,
Trial
this
version.
case only the volume stress becomes pressure actually.
হ্যাঁ স্যার।
Trial
And
version.
volume or bulk modulus reciprocal is called compressibility.
Trial version.
So
কোনটা
volume or
reciprocal?
bulk modulus,
Trial version.
volume or bulk modulus, its reciprocal is called compressibility.
Trial version.
So reciprocal of volume or bulk modulus is called compressibility.
Trial version.
And third one is not
Trial
so
version.
important, just know the definition like
একবার স্ক্রিনটায় পেজটা দিকে দেবে। হ্যাঁ হ্যাঁ।
Trial version.
page টা
Trial version.
okay.
Trial version.
And third one is
Trial
rigidity
version.
modulus. Rigidity modulus means tangential stress by
Trial version.
tangential strain. Just write down tangential stress by tangential strain.
Trial version. Trial version.
Just
স্যার
one
রিজিড
minute.
মডুলাস
Trial version.
Tangential stress by strain.
Trial version. Trial version.
স্যার একবার বলবেন
Trial version. 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 Trial version.
Hello, can you hear me?
হ্যাঁ স্যার শুনতে
Trial version.
So that means tangential stress by tangential strain.
Trial version.
Now, what is tangential stress and tangential strain? Just follow this,
Trial
follow my
version.
book like that. Like you see, this is a book, okay? You are applying a
Trial
force
version.
tangentially like this. Down portion is fixed. If you apply a force
Trial version.
tangentially like this, then what will happen? I can imagine like this, like book
Trial
was
version.
initially like a parallelepiped. It was
Trial
like a
version.
parallelepiped. The down portion, lower portion is fixed.
Trial version.
You are applying a force tangentially.
Trial
Then
version.
I can imagine that means this body is made of large number of
Trial
thin
version.
layers. So the top layers will be sliding more, means ultimately if you imagine it will
Trial
become your
version.
like this. Is it okay?
Trial version.
It will become like this. So this is theta.
Trial version.
So tangential stress by tangential strain. Tangential
Trial
strain is
version.
the theta. Okay. So you can imagine change in dimension. What will be
Trial
the change
version.
in dimension, sir? Actually, basically, that this length,
Trial
almost
version.
this length by the original length. So an arc length by the radius
Trial
is
version.
theta, and this theta is called angle of shear. SHEAR.
Trial
Angle
version.
of shear means, or another expression for rigidity modulus is
Trial version.
tangential stress but by angle of shear. SHEAR.
Trial version.
স্যার
Hmm.
স্যার দিস বডি যে বডিটাকে আমরা এই ফোর্সটা
Trial
দিচ্ছি স্যার
version.
এটা কি পারফেক্টলি একদম রিজিড বডি?
দেখো কোনো বডি পৃথিবীতে পারফেক্টলি রিজিড হয় না।
Trial
প্র্যাকটিক্যালি
version.
নয় কিন্তু
হ্যাঁ, আমরা ধরে নিই আর কি।
স্যার কিন্তু মানে এইভাবে তাহলে
Trial
তার উপর
version.
কোনো ফোর্স দিলে সেটা এইভাবে কি স্যার রিয়েলি মানে মুভ করবে? মানে
Trial
ধরছে
version.
কিভাবে যেরকম থিটা অ্যাঙ্গেলে ওটা এরকম এগিয়ে যাবে যখন ওরা ফোর্স
তোমার এটা ফিক্সড আছে, লোয়ার পোর্শন ইজ ফিক্সড, সো উই ক্যান
Trial
ইমাজিন
version.
দ্যাট মিনস এফেক্ট অফ দ্য, I mean you can imagine this body is made of large number of thin layers,
Trial
so
version.
effect on the top layers will be the maximum as compared to the bottom layers. We are thinking that it is
Trial
sliding.
version.
ইয়েস স্যার।
Trial
That
version.
is what we are our consideration actually, because see nobody is perfect. Exactly, it doesn't
Trial
happen
version.
like so simple way like what I am saying you like that sense. It doesn't happen like that sense
Trial
also.
version.
Okay. Now one
Trial
thing,
version.
let me ask you, which one is more elastic?
Trial version.
Okay, steel wire or rubber wire?
Trial
Still
version.
wire.
Steel wire. Why?
Trial version.
Rubber, so you say elastic.
No sir, sir on stretching rubber sir it will be
Trial
not
version.
regain original.
Now,
Sir,
no,
Trial
now,
version.
sir, an iron pipe can easily regain its original shape much faster than
Trial version.
your rubber.
hmm. So which one is more elastic?
Trial version.
Iron pipe, because that is what elasticity is. Property to regain
Now,
original shape.
now
Trial version.
elasticity means actually the normal people what we understand is completely different. Our physics term
Trial
elasticity means the body having the greater modulus of elasticity. Okay, is
Trial
more
version.
elastic. Means for the same amount
Trial
of
version.
deformation, the body where require more amount
Trial
of
version.
stress of the force, that body is more elastic.
Trial
Are you getting
version.
it, the technique?
হ্যাঁ বলুন
For same amount of strain
version.
means for same amount of deformation, whichever the body require
Trial
more
version.
stress, that body is more elastic. That is the measurement of
Trial version.
elasticity, because it is measured by the modulus of
মডুলাস
elasticity.
অফ ইলেকট্রিসিটি বেশি হলেই তো
Trial
হয়ে গেল।
version.
হ্যাঁ, তো সেটাই তো মেজারমেন্ট হচ্ছে।
ও
So how will you compare?
Trial
You have
version.
taken the two wires, a rubber wire and a steel wire, same length, same
Trial
area of
version.
cross section. Understood? All right. For
Trial
the same
version.
deformation, which require more force, sir?
Trial version.
আয়রন
Steel
Iron or steel require
Trial
more
version.
force. That means steel is more elastic because its modulus of elasticity will
Trial
become your
version.
more.
আচ্ছা
Are
বুঝলাম।
you getting it?
Trial version.
Understood? This is the measurement, sir, not the reverse one which you think, okay, it is stretching means
Trial
it is
version.
elastic, sir. No, sir. That is the reverse way actually.
Trial version.
So our concept of understanding of elasticity is different as that the normal people
Trial
say.
version.
So greater the modulus of elasticity, around 10 to the power 11, like that
Trial
sense
version.
power. So greater the modulus of elasticity, I mean
Trial version.
that more is the stress required for the same strain. So that body is more elastic. So
Trial
this
version.
is our main property. Another one we'll see,
Trial
you
version.
stretch a wire, the work is being done. So you want to find
Trial
out how
version.
much work is being done, okay, in stretching the wire. Who can do it?
Trial
So
version.
work done. So next one, write down. Work done in stretching the wire.
Trial version.
Now you see you have a length L
Trial version.
which is stretched by delta L, but delta L what? DL, DL,
Trial
DL, DL,
version.
like that. So what is the work done? W integration of
Trial version.
F DL.
Trial version.
Yes or no?
Trial version.
Now F, can I find it out from here?
Trial version.
This is the y is F by A by delta L by L.
Trial version.
So F, can I find it out? Delta L means small l. So F, can I find it out?
Trial version.
Y A
Trial version. Trial version.
integration F. Is it
Trial
okay?
version.
Is
Trial
it okay?
version.
Y A
Trial
L are
version.
constant. We are considering the area, cross section area will not change much. So
Trial
L
version.
DL basically integration. That means what? Half.
Trial version. Trial version.
Okay. Is it okay?
Trial version. Trial version. Trial
Is it
version.
okay?
ইয়েস স্যার।
Trial version.
So this is called half into force into elongation and work
Trial
done per
version.
unit volume.
Trial version.
Is it okay?
Trial version.
Work done per unit volume.
Trial version.
Volume is the cross section area into the length.
Trial version. Trial
So
version.
work done per unit volume will be a what? Half into stress. F
Trial
by A is
version.
what? Stress into small l by capital L, strain.
Trial
So
version.
work done per unit volume is half into stress into strain.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Did you get it?
Trial version.
So work done per unit volume
Trial version.
half into stress into strain.
Trial version. Trial version.
Done, sir?
Trial version. Trial version.
All of you have done
Trial
it.
version. Trial version. Trial version.
Yes, sir.
Done. Now last time I'll tell you,
Trial version.
you have a wire. Actually what happens when you are stretching the wire,
Trial
then what
version.
happens to its diameter, sir? It becomes thinner and thinner.
Mm-hmm.
Trial version.
Is it okay? So due to
Trial version.
I mean you're stretching the wire becomes thinner and thinner.
Trial version.
That means when there is a longitudinal strain,
Trial version.
there is a lateral strain.
Trial version.
When there is a longitudinal strain, there is a lateral
Trial
strain. Because longitudinal strain means what? Change
Trial
in
version.
length by the original length delta L by L. But actually if you see at the same
Trial
time there is a
version.
lateral strain also. Means delta D by D, change in diameter by original
Trial
diameter.
version.
Is it okay? So change in diameter by the original diameter means
Trial
delta D
version.
by D. So change in diameter by original diameter is the lateral
Trial version.
strain. So there is a term called Poisson's ratio,
Trial version.
sigma, denoted by sigma. Poisson's ratio.
Trial version.
So Poisson's ratio means the ratio of lateral strain
Trial version.
to that longitudinal strain. So Poisson's ratio
Trial
is your
version.
basically it's ratio of lateral strain to
Trial
the
version.
longitudinal strain. Okay. So lateral
Trial
strain
version.
by longitudinal strain is called Poisson's ratio. Sigma
Trial version.
means so Poisson's ratio
Trial
sigma
version.
means lateral strain
Trial version.
by
Trial version.
longitudinal
Trial version.
strain. That is means
Trial version.
lateral strain delta D by D by
Trial
delta
version.
L by L.
Trial version. Trial
So
version.
delta D by D by delta L by L.
Trial version. Trial version.
Is it okay?
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
So this is called Poisson's ratio sigma.
Trial version.
And there is a relationship among the three
Trial version.
ratios of modulus of elasticity. Okay, there is a relationship
version.
among all the three modulus of elasticities. Write down
Trial
relations.
version.
Y equals to 9nk.
Trial version.
It's not given, but sometimes it comes. 9nk by
Trial
n
version.
plus 3k.
Trial version.
And sigma equals to 3k
Trial
minus
version.
2n by 6k plus
Trial
2n.
version. Trial version.
Sir, what is n and k?
এই যে আমি প্রথমে লিখে দিয়েছিলাম বেটা,
Trial version.
রিলেটিভ মডুলাস, ভলিউম অর বাল্ক মডুলাস, y হচ্ছে ইয়াংস
Trial
ওকে
version.
মডুলাস।
ওকে ওইগুলো ওকে।
গট ইট।
Trial version.
Now
Trial
the
version.
mathematically the Poisson's ratio value sigma
Trial
value
version.
from -1 to 0.5, but
Trial version.
technically means theoretically the Poisson's ratio value
Trial
can
version.
never be negative. Can anyone explain me why?
Trial version. Trial version.
Sir, because stress strain can never be negative.
Trial
No, no.
version.
Never be negative means lateral strain.
Trial version.
স্যার কোনো না কোনো ডায়ামিটার তো থাকবেই, যত পাতলাই হোক।
Trial version.
No, I'm telling you it cannot be negative. The mathematically it will
Trial
come
version.
from -1 to 0.5. But theoretically there is a problem
Trial
in
version.
negative sign. It cannot be, means in real case it's not possible. Now I'm telling
Trial
you,
version.
we are considering that with the increase in length there will be decrease in diameter.
version.
That is normal. Yes or no?
হ্যাঁ
That is the normal
Trial version.
behavior.
হ্যাঁ
And
সেটা
that is
বটে।
positive. That is
Hmm.
positive. Now
Trial
if has
version.
to be negative, that means with the increase in length diameter also has to be increased
Trial version.
theoretically,
হুম
but that is not
Trial
possible
version.
practically. Understood? That's why whatever the calculation comes mathematically
version.
-1 to 0.5, no, but actually
Trial
means
version.
practically it should be 0 to 0.5 value, the Poisson's ratio, because positive, because of
Trial
that sense
version.
with the increase in length diameter always decreases. But if has to be negative, that
version.
means with the increase in length diameter also has to be increased, but which is actually not
Trial
possible in
version.
real cases. So that is the reason the Poisson's ratio can never
Trial
be
version.
negative. Is it okay for everybody?
Trial version.
হুম
Understood? So this question comes.
Trial
So this is all
version.
about, you see, the elasticity. Okay. Okay. So
Trial
elasticity
version.
is over. Basically we'll be doing certain numericals. Now let me
Trial
give
version.
you numerical from the next day that we will be doing it, but next year we will be starting the
Trial
optics.
version.
Whatever is required for your KVPY, that I will tell it. Okay, but again in detail, more
Trial
detail I'll
version.
teach it little later. But for KVPY, whatever required the basic concepts,
Trial
so that
version.
I'll tell you the concepts. I'll not go ahead with the long derivations and all now.
স্যার ইলেকট্রিক
version.
ফিল্ড আর ওইগুলো আসে বড্ড কি
ওগুলো বলে দেবো, কোনো চিন্তা নেই।
Trial version.
ইলেকট্রোস্ট্যাটিক্স তো এমনি শুরু করব।
হ্যাঁ স্যার, কিন্তু 12 এর পরীক্ষা 11 এর পরীক্ষাতে
Trial
কেন
version.
12 এর জিনিস জিজ্ঞেস করে ওরা? পুরো তো 12 এরই জিজ্ঞেস করে।
দেখো প্রবলেমটা
Trial
হচ্ছে গিয়ে,
version.
তাহলে তো সবাই পেয়ে যেত না, কোথাও না কোথাও তো একটা কাট অফের ইয়ে রাখতে হবে।
সবাই কি করে
বুঝতে
পেতো?
পেরেছো?
11 এর যথেষ্ট কঠিন ছিল না?
11 এর ক্ষেত্রে সবারই একই প্রবলেম হতো, তাই না?
Trial version.
কি প্রবলেম হতো?
সবার ক্ষেত্রে 12টা একই প্রবলেম,
Trial version.
হ্যাঁ
বুঝতে পেরেছো? তার ফলে যে একটু এগিয়ে থাকবে সেই প্লাস পয়েন্ট,
Trial version.
হ্যাঁ সে তো
তার জন্য
ঠিক
তো কাট
আছে।
অফটা অনেকটা কম।
কাট অফটা তো কম সেটা।
Trial
আর
version.
বায়োলজিটাও একটা
বায়োলজিটা ওটা একটা আরেকটা ফ্যাক্টর। বায়োলজিটা তুমি যদি একটু ভালো
Trial
করে
version.
এনসিইআরটির বুকটা পড়ো পেয়ে যাবে আরামসে,
হ্যাঁ
বাট এনসিইআরটি বুক ইজ কম্পালসারি
Trial
ফর
version.
বায়ো।
ইয়েস ইয়েস দ্যাট ইজ শিওর।
ওটা পেয়ে গেলেই পেয়ে যাবে, ওটা
Trial
পড়লেই
version.
পেয়ে যাবে।
হ্যাঁ ওটাই তো করি।
কারণ বায়ো ওটা
স্যার
তো full
এত
mass
বিশাল
syllabus।
সিলেবাস
Trial
কেন,
version.
লাইক এত কম টাইমে এত বিশাল সিলেবাস, নট অনলি ফুল ক্লাস 11 বাট এগেন পার্টস অফ 12, এটা আমার ভালো লাগলো না।
সব পড়া যাবে না
Trial
তো,
version.
সব পড়ে
সব
যাবো
তো
না।
তুমি করতে পারবে না, সব করলে তো তুমি ইয়েই করতে পারবে না, ওটাকে ট্যাকেলই করতে পারবে না,
Trial
না?
version.
তার জন্য তোমাকে তো কিছু জিনিস তো, যেমন ইলেকট্রোস্ট্যাট ইউ ক্যান ডু ইট বিকজ ইউ হ্যাভ ডান দ্য গ্র্যাভিটেশন,
Trial
আন্ডারস্টুড?
version.
এক্স্যাক্টলি কার্বন কপি।
হ্যাঁ স্যার, আমি
So that when
ইলেকট্রোস্ট্যাটিক্স এর কোশ্চেনস গুলো দেখছিলাম, সেগুলো
Trial
পুরো
version.
গ্র্যাভিটেশনের কনসেপ্ট দিয়েই হয়ে যাচ্ছে স্যার।
একবারে পুরোপুরি কার্বন কপি গ্র্যাভিটেশন।
Trial version.
Electrostat is completely carbon copy of gravitation actually. So there is no difference
Trial
in
version.
it. Next, let's see.
Trial version.
স্যার এই চ্যাপ্টারটা তো আমাদের আরো টেনশন আরো অনেক কিছু আছে,
Trial version.
সোপ বাবল এইসব।
ওটা তো তারপরে, ওটা তো বলে ইয়ে সারফেস
Trial
টেনশন,
version.
অ্যানাদার চ্যাপ্টার।
ও স্যার আসলে এইচসিভিতে একসঙ্গে দেওয়া রয়েছে।
হ্যাঁ, সব ওই
Trial
দিয়ে দেয় বিভিন্ন ভাবে একসাথে।
গেল মনে হয়। হ্যাঁ ঠিক আছে।
Trial version.
ওগুলো যে যা যতগুলো খুশি কম্বাইন করতেই পারে।
Trial version.
ইয়েস স্যার। স্যার ওটা তো ফ্লুইড মেকানিক্স এর পার্টে পড়ে যাচ্ছে প্রায়।
Trial version.
না না না, এটা প্রপার্টিজ অফ ম্যাটার, ফ্লুইড মেকানিক্স আলাদা আসবে।
স্যার আমি
Trial
ওই
version.
ওই টেনশনের কথাগুলো বলছিলাম, সারফেস টেনশন, তারপরে
হ্যাঁ না, সারফেস টেনশনটা ওটা ফ্লুইড মেকানিক্স যাবে।
Trial version.
ওটার কথাই বলছি।
Trial version. Trial version.
Let's see.
Trial version. Trial version.
Okay, write down.
আরে আমি চেঞ্জ লাগবে আমার দিতে হবে এখন।
Trial version.
আশ্চর্য।
Trial version. Trial version.
Change.
Trial version.
Write down. When a wire
Trial
of length
version.
10 meter, when a wire of length
Trial
10
version.
meter
Trial
is
version.
subjected to a force of 100 Newton, is subjected
Trial version.
to a force of 100 Newton
Trial version.
along its length.
Trial version.
The lateral strain produced is
Trial version.
the lateral strain produced is
Trial version.
স্যার আপনি এইচসি বর্মা থেকে অঙ্ক দিয়েছেন কি?
না না না, এটা এসটি ভার্মা নয়, এর পরে করাবো।
Trial version.
ওকে।
স্যার ফোর্সটা কত
Lateral
বললেন?
100 Newton along its
Trial
length.
version.
The lateral strain produced is
Trial
0.01
version.
into 10 to the power minus 3 meter.
Trial version.
ওইটা টাকাটা ক্লিয়ার হয়ে গেছে।
The Poisson ratio,
Trial
the Poisson's ratio was found to be 0.4.
Trial
The Poisson's ratio was found to be 0.4.
Trial version. Trial version.
If the area of
version.
cross section of the wire is, if the area of cross section of
version.
the wire is 0.025
Trial
meter
version.
square,
Trial version.
what is the value of Young's modulus? What is
Trial
the
version.
value of Young's modulus?
Trial version.
স্যার ল্যাটারাল স্ট্রেনটা কত ছিল?
Lateral strain per
Trial
0.01
version.
into 10 to the power minus 3 meter.
আচ্ছা।
Trial version.
Great.
Sir, the area of cross section 0.25 meters
Trial
square.
version.
A 0.025. 0.025.
Okay, sir.
তো চারটে নিউমেরিক্যাল ভ্যালু দেওয়া রয়েছে তো?
Trial version.
ওকে স্যার, ওকে।
10 meter long, 100 Newton
Trial version.
force, lateral strain 0.01 into 10 to the power minus 3,
Trial version.
Poisson's ratio 0.4, and cross section area
Trial
0.025.
version. Trial version.
হ্যাঁ, ফিক্সড ডিপোজিট করবো তো তোমার অ্যাকাউন্টে ঢুকছে, আমাকে অ্যাকাউন্টে না,
Trial
আমাকে
version.
স্যালারি অ্যাকাউন্ট। যা টাকা পাইছি 7.5 লাখ টাকা, 50,000 টাকা দিয়ে এনএসসি করলাম, 1 লাখ টাকা, 50,000
Trial
টাকা
version.
থেকে নিচে আর 16 লাখ টাকা ফিক্সড ডিপোজিট করে দিই।
Trial version. Trial version.
হ্যাঁ, যেগো কষ্টতে নেওয়া, কষ্ট মানুষ কষ্ট করে নিচ্ছে।
Trial version.
তানিশা,
Trial version.
হ্যালো, খেয়াল করিনি অত।
Trial version.
না না, ঠিক আছে, কি করে দেবো?
Trial version.
Do it.
Trial version. Trial version.
স্যার আনসারটা কি 0.4 হবে?
না,
Trial version. Trial version.
why? Find it out. Let's see. It's all applications.
Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version. Trial version.
Anyone got it?
স্যার প্লিজ ওয়ান।
Trial version.
হয়ে গেছে।
কত পেয়েছো?
Trial version.
1.6 into 10 to the power 8 Newton meter square.
Newton per meter.
Trial
Very good.
version.
Aditya, one of your friend wanted to study, I think.
Yes, sir. Jyotirmoy.
Trial
I
version.
told him that this is the problem. Actually, I have done so much of
Trial
parts
version.
actually.
Okay. Okay.
He
Okay.
hasn't done so many things, chapters.
Trial version. Trial version.
Very good. Anyone else?
Trial version.
1.6 into the power 8. That is one of the option was given.
Trial
ইয়েস স্যার, আমার
version.
এখন আসছে। আমি 4 দিয়ে মাল্টিপ্লাই করতে ভুলে গেছিলাম স্যার।
তাহলে so
Trial
sigma
version.
equals to what? Lateral strain by longitudinal strain. Yes or no? Sigma is lateral
Trial
strain by
version.
longitudinal strain. The where force is given and
Trial
area of
version.
cross section is given. So F by A means
Trial version.
stress, you can find it out. Yes or no? Force 100 Newton you are
Trial
giving it,
version.
and area of crossing 0.025. So can I find it out?
Trial version.
Longitudinal stress 100 by 0.025. Is it okay?
Trial version.
Yes or no?
Trial version.
And then you can find it out.
Trial
Poisson's
version.
ratio is given. That is lateral strain by longitudinal strain. So from that you can find out
Trial
the
version.
longitudinal strain. Is it okay? Any problem?
Trial version.
Poisson's ratio is what? Lateral strain by longitudinal strain. So that means longitudinal
version.
strain is what? Lateral strain by the Poisson's ratio. So lateral strain is what? 0.01 into 10 to the
Trial
power minus
version.
3 by 0.4. That is called, you got it, your
Trial version.
longitudinal strain. And then you got it stress.
Trial version.
Stress equals to what? Force by the area of cross section. So 100 by 0.025.
Trial
So you
version.
got it. Longitudinal stress and longitudinal strain, you got it both.
Trial
So can I
version.
find it out why? So its answer is 1.6 into 10 to the power 8. That was
Trial
your
version.
one of the answers. So 1.6 into 10 to the power 8 Newton per meter square.
Trial version.
This
Sir,
came
got
in
the answer.
competitive. Okay, got the answer. All of you got the answer.
Trial version. Trial version.
So please keep on doing the sums. So next day again we will continue from
Trial
SC Verma sums, and few more other sums also will be doing it. Okay.
Trial
And
version.
then we'll start with your electrostat and some part for KVP. I'll tell you the portions which you
Trial
require.
version.
Just it's not derivations in detail. Like I'll tell you the concept only and the mathematical
Trial
expressions
version.
only. Okay, so that it will be helpful for
Trial
you.
version.
Electrostat, I'll start thoroughly only. So thank you very much.
Trial
Bye
version.
bye.
Thank you,
Take
sir.
care. Stay safe. Stay home. And wish you
Trial
Merry
version.
Christmas. Okay.
Sir, Merry Christmas.
Sir,
Bye
Merry
bye.
Christmas in advance.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
Trial
Christmas.
Bye
version.
bye.
Merry Christmas. Bye. Bye.
Trial version.